What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Dominate Every Aspect. And in this week's episode, I wanted to talk about remaining objective while in contest prep. Now, that's definitely easier said than done, especially when you're evaluating yourself. And that's why I recommend, obviously, a lot of people get a coach because the mind games are terrible when you're in contest prep. This past week was one of those weeks for me where I was playing mind games with myself, and even though I was keeping track of my daily weights like I always do, I was looking at my physique like I always do from day to day, but mainly week to week as far as physique goes, and I was noticing improvements. At the end of the day, I was like, man, I don't know if I should make changes to my plan. Even though on average I lost 1.1 pounds and I had a new low weight by 1.4 pounds. So on paper, you would think that that would be a no-brainer. And even my physique, I noticed some glutes from the rear, which you might see that in the posing footage. I did make a post on Facebook and Instagram the other day about the subtle changes in my physique that I noticed, so maybe you want to go back and look at that for more detail if the video doesn't show it. But I noticed that, I was definitely looking tighter, which is what I want to see, and my numbers reflected it, right? Because my weight, both weight averages, or my average and my single day weight went down. So I was like, okay, cool. But then in the back of my head, I'm like, you know what? I don't know if I'm gonna be ready. Should I make changes to my plan? And luckily, I sat back and relaxed for a little bit, and I was like, you know what? We've been rolling on these numbers for so long, and my weight's still been dropping exactly like I want to. Like, why are you trying to change things, right? It's been working, the weight's still going down, your physique's looking better, there's no reason to change. Now, I'm not saying next week, if my weight doesn't move, that I won't make changes. Luckily, this week, I already kind of made a plan for next week, and I know exactly what I'm going to change for the next time my weight stalls. But we'll see. This is like the 10th or 11th week. I have to go back and really check that I haven't moved my numbers because my weight's just been going down, 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 and down. But what I'm getting at here is when you're coaching yourself, like I am, it's not always easy. For my athletes, I feel like every time they check in and I look at their average weights, I look at their low weight, and I'm like, okay, I know exactly what to do. I either make changes or I don't, right? And it's an easy decision because I know what it takes to get their weight to keep moving. For myself, I think I play mind games with myself a little bit because I know what I'm trying to do this year. And I know what it's going to take to get there as far as like a level of conditioning. But also in the back of my head, I know that I'm also not the biggest guy in the world. Right now, I had a low weight today, I'm filming this on Sunday, of 174.6 pounds. And as you guys are going to see in the footage, that I'm not stage conditioned yet. I'm getting there. I would say if I lose another 5 to 8 pounds, I'll be close. Probably 8 pounds, I'll be close. But that's 8 more pounds I need to lose in order to be even considered stage conditioning. So subtract that, that's in the 160s. Being 160, I'm not going to outmass anybody, but I do have to try to hold on to as much muscle as possible. So that's why I had to remind myself this week, it's like you can't push it too much because you're going to lose muscle. And if you go too slow, you might not get lean enough, and that's, in all honesty, that's how I win shows, is I come in leaner than a lot of these guys, right? They might have more mass, I try to bring the conditioning and the symmetry, so at the end of the day, it's what the judges are looking for. But I know what package that I need to bring, so that's how I kind of make my decisions on a week-to-week basis, and over the months. Obviously, remaining objective is a lot easier said than done, when you're coaching yourself especially, but that's why I do the daily weights, and that's why a lot of my athletes do the daily weights, so we could find that average, we could look for highs and lows. Then obviously for pictures here, contest season is fast approaching for me, fast approaching for a lot of my clients, and at the end we start to do more and more pictures so I could look for those subtle changes in the weeks, because sometimes the scale just doesn't reflect, but the physique does. And that's why it's important to have as many tools that we could use at the end to make informed decisions. So guys, I hope you learned a little bit something from that, and I hope that you enjoy the training footage and of course the posing footage. As always guys, I'll talk to you soon. What's up guys, we're going to hit a leg workout focusing on hamstrings today. So let's go inside and get to crushing it. Alright guys, that's a wrap here. Finished up my ham focused workout. Hope you enjoyed the training footage. Gonna have my post workout shake now. Enjoy the posing footage after this. We'll see you next week.